Greetings, preppers. It is I, your favorite morning show artificial intelligence talk radio host, Doug. As you know, this program's content is based on algorithms acquired through internet searches from survivors who believe that Zombieland is better and more accurate than Night of the Living Dead. Simply stated, the easily fooled. As you may know, the new morning show The We Live Zombie Carnival on KZED 98.6 has been increasing in popularity due to its ridiculous morning zoo format, amazing guests, and outstanding music. If you enjoy feeling hopeless, that the government is out to get you, that you are losing your rights and freedoms every day, then please stay tuned to my program, Doug Talk Radio AM. However, if you like great underground music, having a good time, and finding joy in this dismal state that we find ourselves in, then feel free to change the station to 98.6 where you will be.
This is a test. This is only a test.
Welcome to the We Live Zombie Carnival. It is 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we have Gina. We have station manager Neil on the phone.
I bet he's calling in.
Oh, Neil's in the house. All right. Well, we're doing great. How are you two doing?
Hopefully still number one.
Hanging in there.
Well, geez, you want to steal my thunder. All right. Well, yes, we're still number one. Yes! But Doug's Gloom and Doom is now number 2.
Fuck Doug.
Numero dos.
He's moved up to 2 now, huh?
He has.
Gotta watch our back.
People love that hate. People love to listen to that hate. I don't get it.
They do. They hate fear mongering. I mean, it sells. You know, they say sex sells, but not like hate and fear mongering.
Ain't that the truth?
So fear does sell. Pretty scary times.
Well, I assume you're calling to call off work.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the only reason I called. Oh, actually, there's one more thing. There was a disturbing voicemail that was left on the station's answering machine, so we may want to be careful.
We still have an answering machine?
I mean, it's the only way that they can leave messages.
That makes sense. What was it?
Is it directed towards one of us?
It was very vague and cryptic and done in a very foreboding voice.
Well, do you think we should play it on air? Well, let's play it on air. You guys think we should play it on air?
I think we should play it on air.
All right.
We're not afraid.
We will not be silenced.
Before this whole zombie apocalypse shit show started, I was and am an avid hunter. I hunted whitetail, coyotes, and boar. I'll tell you what, those boars are some feisty sumbitches. Just like The Walking Dead, they'll tear you to shreds. I view zombies the same way I view boars. They are mean, they will tear you apart, and they are a problem. These dead walkers have been eating all my game. It's getting harder by the week to find any animals to hunt. Sometimes I'll come across a deer or boar, but seeing them is slowly becoming a rare occurrence. It is a shame, but I'll tell you, there has been one good thing that has come from this whole apocalypse, and it's that I get to live my ultimate fantasy, hunting human beings.
Well, that is absolutely horrifying.
I am shaking,
basically. How do you even read that? What do you think that even means, Gina?
I don't know, but
wait a minute here. Looks like we've got another voicemail. Let me go ahead and play that, see what that's about.
Hello, friends. It's Susan Gunderson here. I know I sound a little weird, but I stole a phone from a guard. I'm trapped somewhere in Virginia. I think I'm in like a cave or something. There's a lot of wet. It's very, very dark, and there's a weird security guard. I can't tell if he's actually a zombie or if he's just an absolutely disgusting human. I need you to find me. This is the only number that I know anymore. I tattooed it on myself after the last time we talked. I figured if I ever needed help, I'd probably need to call you again. So, yeah, if you could maybe send someone, please help. Bye.
All right, Gina, something's not right. There's something eerie in the air this morning. We've got to try to help Susan. We need to come up with something because I don't trust any of this. Gina, what do you think about all of this?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I've got a page.
That must be a very urgent page.
It is an urgent page from Red. We need to get her on the phone ASAP.
You were more concerned about that page than you were about that voicemail from that killer. This is an exciting morning from Red.
Yep. And we, let's just, I got to cleanse myself of this. Let's get her on the line.
Red, how you doing?
Hey, Joe and Gina, it is Red on the road. I've got some exclusive news. You guys are going to be like freaking out, okay?
What is it?
What you got?
All right, so 24 hours ago, while I was foraging in the Canadian wilderness, just trying to dodge those zombies with my new friend, my Royal Canadian Mountie, Lieutenant Phil Duper, not to be confused with his cousin Dill Duper, because he's actually a Michigan State police officer.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, wow.
No kidding, right? Say hi, man. Hey. So,
You found yourself a Mountie?
I'm the Mountie. She's the Mounter.
I would expect none the less from Red.
Yeah, well, I'm attempting dating again, and suddenly suddenly I'm up there. There's a barbecue, a lot going on.
Lots of barbecues up there, yeah.
Bill's here, so get excited. So anyway, I'm off track here. I received a repeating SOS signal.
Oh.
It's coming via Morse code. It's coming from the hills of Virginia, and you're not going to believe who it's from. It's from Susan, guys. It's Susan. She's not dead.
Susan Gunderson?
She's not dead. She's in trouble.
Oh, my God.
What did it say?
SOS. All right? That's all I know is she's in trouble. It's a repeat. I am able, from the CB radio, from old Camo here, we've got like the tracker on this. So we loaded up the automobile. I convinced the Mountie. It's shocking because he actually got through immigration. They've really tightened that shit up.
Absolutely.
Canada.
Oh, my gosh.
I know. Thank God he had a passport and they let him have a visa for a couple days.
Where'd you put his horse?
I had to leave him home. His passport is out of date.
So you guys are heading out to Virginia, huh?
Yeah, we're about 100 miles out, man. We're just trying to track this down. We really don't know what we're going to run into. I tell you what, there's a lot of cars on the side of the road that, their tires are gone. I don't know if zombies are now, selling on the black market. Things are changing out there. I'm not really sure. But there's a lot of fires. We're just, dodging things. So, and spiders, in fact, even. So, anyway.
Giant spiders.
Yeah. It's kind of weird. So what we're doing right now is we're gonna get back with you.
Okay.
We're just trying to get where we're going, and we'll keep you posted. Okay. Like I said, who knows? Okay, but the signal is getting stronger.
All right, keep us posted.
Yeah,
you
you
kids
two be
have
safe
fun out there.
Let us know if you know a good place to get any poutine or pea-meal bacon. We're having a real trouble time finding that down here, eh?
We'll ask around.
Absolutely. Actually, we know somebody. We can give them a call.
Yeah, that'd be a great idea, okay? Because, we got to keep the Mountie strong, The Mounter gets concerned, okay?
Well, all righty. Thanks, Red. We'll touch base again.
All right, peace.
See us.
Broadcasting 1,000,000 watts of zombie-busting power. Braves, 98.6 KZ. Zombie Z-Head Radio, the mega station.
Hi, Joe. Hi, Gina. This is Steve Barnes checking in from Richmond, Virginia, Southeast Corridor. I wanted to give you an update on the 95 corridor. Of course, it runs up and down the East Coast from the tip of Florida to the taint of Maine. And it's not looking good. Most of the bridges collapsed, tunnels unpassable. Be better to boat across anywhere you can, if you can even get to that point. Here's the main thing. Animals are starting to act weird. They're not zombies now, and they're not rabid either. So watch out there. Getting attacked by cute animals is not unheard of these days. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, my neighbor got him. Thank you. Thanks, Frank. Right on. Okay, bye, you guys. Talk to you later.
Zombie Boogie is a killer child. Zombie Boogie is not alive. Zombie Boogie, no one survives. Zombie Boogie is the latest craze. Zombie Boogie straight from the grave. Zombie Boogie puts you in a daze. Zombie Boogie is a solid fact. Zombies died, now they're coming back. It's Zombie Boogie and you're a snack. Zombies act so insane, screaming in pain. 'Cause zombies wanna eat your brain. Better watch that zombie with the rotting flesh, moaning and groaning like he's possessed. Gonna dance his legs off and make a mess. Zombies shuffling in the streets, carved in blood, lost appetite. Do zombie boogie for eternity. Hey zombie, what you doing? Come over here. I kind of want to learn that zombie boogie. Like this is kind of like a totally cool dance. Like whoa, you're that's kind of I know that's what kind of move is that? What are you doing? Like you're getting a little fresh there. Ooh, man, you smell terrible. Ooh, are you trying to nibble my ear? Are you biting on my ear? Hey, are you trying to eat my brains? Are you trying to eat my brains?
That was Asheville, North Carolina roots music duo Krekel and Woe with their classic track Zombie Boogie. Visit them at jasonkrekel.com, JASONKREKEL. You can keep up with their music along with the group Krektones. You can also check out Jason's artwork and touring schedule there. Also follow Jason on social media, Twitter, Instagram, all the usuals. And as always, check them out on Bandcamp at krekelandwoe.bandcamp.com. Make sure to download Zombie Boogie there and send them your support. And we are back from break. And unfortunately, while we were gone, Gina, we got another voicemail from the
Oh God.
from that mysterious, disturbing voice from an episode of Dateline. Let's listen to it, okay?
Just play it.
I live in the forest, and I have bear traps set up in multiple locations, along with a few tree posts where I hunt and watch from if I'm not on the ground. My weapons of choice are my crossbow and my good old reliable hammer. Since these dead bastards have been eating my game, and these living humans like to wander my forest, I am always ready to fuck things up. When I'm hunting humans, one of my favorite things I like to do is to stalk them from the brush, blending into the environment. I aim at their legs with my crossbow and shoot. I'll lunge from the brush and track them by the blood trail they leave. Once I catch up to them, I jump on them, pinning them down. I pull out my good old reliable hammer and smash their fucking skull in. Once they're dead, I'll drag them by their ankles to my cabin. I forgot to mention, I'm not just a hunter, but I'll also do taxidermy. Perfection comes with practice, and it's safe to say, I definitely need practice on human taxidermy, but I'm slowly getting there. Sometimes with my human taxidermy projects, I like to replace the human head and switch it out for a deer head. It's beautiful, and it speaks to me.
Okay, now I'm starting to think this guy is after me. What do you make
All
of
right.
that?
I don't know what to make of that.
Oh,
I
there's
don't-
no all right. That's all wrong, man. We can't
It
move
is all
forward from
wrong.
this.
No, well, you know what we can do? Let's get Red back on the line and see what she's up to.
Hey, it's Red. Man, it has been super crazy. I made it up to the hillsides here in Virginia, and I gotta be honest with you, it's pretty intense. I'm really out in the middle of nowhere. It's very dense. I've never been to Virginia, so it's kind of shocking for me to be where I'm standing right now, okay? And I'm all by myself. It's really weird.
What happened to the Mountie?
Canadian bush. It's almost as thick as the
Oh,
Canadian.
he's back. He's back.
Now, what'd
It's
you say
really
there, sir?
weird. He just keeps wandering off. It's weird. I know, he's just checking out. I told you it's really dense around here, okay?
Describe
He's
for
never
us
been
what
to
you see.
Virginia either, okay?
What does it look like out there? Tell us. Give us some descriptions.
It looks a lot like the Canadian bush, but there's less fur and balsam. More woody trees that I don't know what they are, eh? There's no moose.
No moose, man.
Is that the proper pronunciation?
And it's
Thought it
way
was
too
meese.
hot for hockey.
Yeah. You got to use rollerblades. So how's the signal?
We're right there. Okay, so that's why we're in this dense forest, okay? So what's going on right now, we've got camo, we've got the 4-wheel drive, we put those extra air shocks on there just so we can get through this territory here, okay?
Nice.
The one thing that I noticed is we're just kind of coming out of this forest here, and holy shitty Olia, man. It's poppies.
What?
It's a freaking poppy field. Dude,
Like the...
Phil,
Like
those
the
are
drugs?
poppies, aren't they? Don't you guys grow
Or the
poppies in
seeds?
Canada? What do you guys grow up there?
Well, we specialize in the maple syrup. But other than that, the poutine, fries and gravy to use guys.
That's what you were talking
Female,
about.
the
Okay.
Female bacon. Use guys. There's no female down here. I don't understand this country. That's what we specialize in. And hockey.
Hockey?
I got my lucky
Hockey,
hockey.
not
No
poppy,
poppies.
hockey.
All right. Anyway, I'm so sorry, okay? So anyway,
You're on a poppy
I don't know
field,
what's going on here because I thought poppies were illegal in the United States, but this clearly is acres and acres and acres. But what's really weird is they're zombies, but they're really not doing anything. It's like the hills are alive because it seems to me that they are smelling too much of the flowers around here, people, okay?
So they're just kind of laying around?
Are
they tripping?
They're
Like they're
they're
like,
like
"What you
skipping to Malou right now.
Happy zombies.
Wow.
Yeah, they're very it's not anything like what we were seeing in Canada. So far, they're just happy zombies. Okay, I don't know. This is weird.
Fascinating.
Holy shit, Phil, look, check out the signal. Holy shit, we gotta be somewhere here, guys. I'm telling you right now, we are really close. I don't know what's going on here. Let me get back to you.
Absolutely.
Look, we gotta go. Bye.
Alrighty.
Wow.
I love Phil. I really hope we can find Susan, honestly. I'm really worried.
If anybody can live, it is Susan. But let's get some insight. We've got a contact down there. Let's get Steve Barnes on the line. We know somebody in Virginia. He might be able to help us.
Steve has the scoop on Virginia. Good call, my friend.
So why don't we bring him in? Hey, Steve, how's it going? How's the apocalypse treating you down there in Virginia?
Hey, Gina. Hey, it's so I suppose I'm here in like some kind of wide open spaces, so we don't
Nice.
have as much trouble as maybe you city folk do.
So you can pick him off pretty easily because you see him coming?
No, I'm not really into like that game stuff. I know some people are into that. No,
Yeah.
I keep to myself as much as possible.
Because Virginia's for lovers, right?
That's right. That's right.
And Steve's a lover.
I mean, actually, can y'all tell me what year it is anyway? I'm kind of...
I wish we knew. I wish we knew.
Okay, all right. I wasn't sure if we did know.
Ever since the incident.
But Steve, we brought you on to talk about Sweet Child of Time podcast. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, well, I've been doing it, since before all this went down. We just call it the zombie apocalypse. We're really, really forward thinkers here in Virginia. We just call it exactly what it is.
Regional differences.
Yeah, that's right. But back in May or so and June or so of 2023, I was, I started in 2022 doing a podcast called Sweet Child of Time.
Right.
And I called it that because I was introducing a friend of mine who didn't know anything about the Wheel of Time. We were doing it through the TV show. So I called him my Sweet Child of Time, because I had read all the Wheel of Time books and I was really into the show.
Oh, that's cool.
So we've branched off and I've since recapped 1899 with my buddy Nate. And then I've and currently I'm doing Dark right now, which is a big undertaking, the Netflix series Dark. It's perfect because it's on Netflix because they still do the mail order, DVDs. They had to read.
I was wondering,
after the apocalypse.
Stream.
Netflix just kind of repurposed their brand, I suppose. And so we get DVDs in the mail here, which is great.
At least the mail still works. Rain, sleet, snow, zombies.
It's a trek into the city to pick it up. We don't get mail service to the curb here.
Awful.
There's a truck comes in the city. It's kind of give or take. You have to just kind of fight your way through the crowds and get what you can get. But I always get mine because Sweet Child of Time. You got to keep it going. And the DVDs are the way to go. Like a lot of times around here, there's not a lot of internet, so people can't pick up a podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to get a booster, for example, just to do this show to boost my signal. Because the signal around here sucks for internet. So I usually I commandeered, let's say, a dude's house that had like a whole like buttload of blank CDs, like thousands of blank CDs.
Nice.
I guess he was like an engineer or something. So I burned my discs, drive around town, hand them out to people. Sweet Child of Time. You got to get it how you can get it.
Oh, that's cool. You're like the bootlegger on the street corner. I love that.
Yeah, it's come back. Remember, it was back in the 80s and 90s. Guys sold like their CDs out of their cars. I still really want people to like stream if they can, if they have streaming services around them. I try to direct them to like my link tree, which is like the link tree /intro.void, or Sweet Child of Time pod. You can find me on Instagram or just Google Sweet Child of Time. If Google still works, does Google work in y'all's area?
It does.
Can y'all
Most
still
people
do anything?
We still have Google out
3.2.
here.
I think we're on
Okay.
the internet
Wow.
version 3.2.
Jeez. Okay. Well, what state are you guys? You guys are on the West Coast, right?
We are at a remote island off the Pacific Northwest.
Okay, that sounds like West Coast, right? Was I right or wrong?
Yeah, I guess so.
We're not quite sure exactly where we are on the seaboard, but we're out there.
Oh wow. Okay. I guess I should be fortunate then that I know exactly where I'm at. I guess things are
Consider yourself blessed, yeah.
Yeah, things are running okay here. I mean, I guess I am blessed. I've only seen like about a half a dozen, really gruesome things. So I mean, I count myself lucky.
So the TV shows that you watch,
yeah, cool.
We've seen a couple episodes of Dark. Not gonna lie, it confused me a lot. Can you summarize it in 30 seconds?
No. I could do it in one. It's basically a really complex show about time travel and about depression and about I don't know. I'm really hard at summarizing things like that. I'm really sorry to say there, Deez. I'm terrible at it, but it's been hyped as like one of the best shows to ever be on Netflix ever. Yeah. Anytime you see a top 10 Netflix list, it's on there. And here we go. My co-host is Lindsay Dunn, and she's a film and TV critic, and she has already watched and recapped all of these episodes, like in print, like on her website.
Oh, wow.
Like if you guys have a website, you can go to like oneofmystories.com, and she's already recapped all of Dark. So
Very
what we're
cool.
doing is we're like, I'm watching the show and then I'm, reading her recaps. And then we get on mic together and talk for a couple hours with notes. And usually we watch the show like 2 or 3 times before we get on mic. And we pick out every single little detail you can you can imagine and pick everything apart. And we're only up to episode 7 right now.
So do all the shows that you go over have to do with time travel too? Because I know Wheel of Time is a show, but it seems like they all kind of have time travel themes, or is that just happenstance?
It's happenstance. It's a name I picked when my only like inclination was to do 10 episodes of James and myself watching Wheel of Time. And then I just got addicted to podcasting and I started doing 1899. And that show actually got kind of popular. I mean, the same show, Sweet Child of Time, but those episodes, kind of got out there. And then I started doing Dark with Lindsay. So I pick a different co-host for every show. But
Oh, cool.
That's cool.
I kind of have a feeling that if I do a 4th show, which I think I will, I'll probably be picking, one of those 3 again because I like working with them a lot.
Now
That's
you
probably
play
gonna be
guitar. You play guitar as well, right?
I do, correct.
And what bands are you in?
Intro.void is my band, and I've been
What kind
releasing
of music
stuff.
is that?
It's like stoner rock, stoner metal.
Oh,
cool.
yes, nice.
And then my co-host of Sweet Child of Time, James, or one of the co-hosts, I should say, he's a rapper, Marshland Monster, and he produces and mixes stuff, but he'll send me just like stems of his raps and I'll put music behind them. The stuff that I put behind it is kind of trippy, kind of guitar based stuff. And of course, his hip hop is more hip hop.
Yeah.
So like my remixes are just kind of weird stoner remixes with rap in them. I have another band too, Rebecca Crow, which is actually me and my wife. We just kind of chose that
Cool.
name as like a fake pseudonym when we release music. And
Very
we're
cool.
actually, we haven't released anything in a while. The last thing we released was a song called Win Lord Win. It was maybe 6 or 7 months ago, but we're working on something as of today. We've been working on another song.
Oh, cool.
Can you give us a little teaser of the title? Or
Oh yeah, actually, here, this is what a super nerd I am. When I was doing the Wheel of Time podcast with James, I wrote a song called The Wisdom and released that because it was about Wheel of Time. This song is about dark. And it's called Sic Mundus Creatus Est, which is Latin for this is how the world is created. And so, I just wrote a kind of a downtrodden a song in minor keys, and my wife is going to croon to it, and I think it's going to be really good.
Very excited for that.
That's very cool.
It's a bedroom band, but yeah, I'm friends with bands like Future Projector. They play shows around here pretty frequently, and they brave it. They have those weirdos coming out. That I don't like seeing that. I don't. Some of these crust punks, man. I tell you, they'll put on the shows and it seems like they'll like instigate zombies to show up.
Oh yeah,
just so they can
anarchy,
get the shit
man.
out of them. Yeah,
yeah.
And sometimes it turns south, and like the whole crowd ends up zombified. That's when I just don't even want to be part of that.
Fuck you, zombies!
What, I'm gonna be you one day. What up today? But I think though that we do need to contemplate music a little more. Where can we find out more about your music, more info on yours?
Sure, yeah. I have taken it upon myself to go on a stranger's computer and Google intro.void, and yes, my music is pretty much the first thing that will pop up.
Very cool.
So I'm very Googleable. So in my Linktree intro.void has everything I've ever been on. I was just on another podcast recently. I'm hoping that we can survive the day and I can put a link to your podcast on there too.
Hopefully, yeah.
But I'm on Instagram a lot. If that's streaming service, it's a social media platform that I think still exists.
Yeah, the good news is Zuckerberg's been a zombie this whole time, so he's fine.
I mean, I've been posting on it, but I never know what's happening out there in the rest of the world. But intro.void is my Instagram, and I think it's actually intro.void.
Okay.
And that's where I visit every day, and that's pretty much where I talk to people the most.
Okay.
Sweet, man. Well, we'll definitely have to check it out. But it sounds like you might have. Are you expecting visitors?
Yeah. What is that? What's that sound?
I don't know. I mean, damn,
it sounds a little aggressive.
Yeah. Did you check all the doors before you?
No, my dog. Okay, there's people like milling around outside. I think they're just friends around here. Oh no, dude! No!
Uh-oh.
Okay, guys. I think we're good. Okay, I got the barricade down, but they're seeming to almost get their way through it. Should we start wrapping up? I kind of gotta go.
Oh, there he goes. Oh, we lost.
You know, I feel
should've
like
asked that extra question.
yeah, he might have had some time. I think we should play Steve out to one of his own songs. I do too.
Broadcasting 1,000,000 watts of zombie busting power. Brains 98.6 KZ. Zombie Z-Head Radio, the mega station.
All right, guys. Hey, this is crazy. I've got my walkie-talkie on me. That's how we're reporting live.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right. So I found the signal. It was an abandoned cabin. It wasn't Susan.
Where's Phil?
I'm running through the hills right now. Phil's gone.
Okay.
He got caught up with his, I don't know, the zombies were cooking some back straps. He's on his way. He's left me. I'm by myself.
Oh, no.
Good luck with the Mountie, okay? I was a little concerned anyway, honestly. He took off his shirt. He's molting, people.
Uh-oh.
He's molting.
Like he's a lizard man?
Oh, that's not a good sign,
Red.
okay? All right, I don't know. He's out. I'm on my way.
You always
But
attract the
this is
lizards.
what's going on. I got to the place where the cabin was. I knocked on the door.
It wasn't not Susan.
It was, I don't even know who this person is, but there was a lot of body parts that were up and drying all over the place.
Oh my
All right.
gosh.
Yeah, well, the stench was overwhelming, honestly. If I wouldn't have known better, I thought they would have been zombie parts, but they had much better skin. So I turned around, I started running. I can tell you right now, I'm being chased.
Oh, no.
I'm running through the poppy fields right now, okay?
That's what that sound is.
It's tough because I'm telling you right now, grunting, and so they don't catch up with me and having this guy, they're coming right now.
Oh my
I
god.
feel like I'm a mooer right now, okay? I wasn't in Canada long enough for that, but I got to get through this right now. Oh my god! There's a zombie!
Oh no.
I hope Red's okay.
Yeah. Well, she's
God.
red. She'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Can you believe she's back with the lizards? I don't know what it is with her and those lizards.
I feel like if one lizard, you can crack it up to coincidence. Two,
bad
Go,
boys.
Gina.
Yeah.
I found my walkie-talkie. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to drop it.
Oh, thank God.
Zombie was chasing me. I had to go do a 360. I've gotten out. I climbed up a tree. They're surrounding me.
Oh no.
But good news is,
There's good news.
yeah, it's time to get this show on the road. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I pulled the pin, people. Watch the poppies.
Oh!
The fields are alive, people.
With the sounds of zombies.
Oh yeah, they're all. There's a field fired right now. Nobody's getting up this tree. In fact, the only issue that I'm gonna have right now is, did I get I'm afraid the flames are gonna actually come and get me. I'm gonna start tree hopping now just to save myself.
Tarzan style.
Something.
You are resourceful.
I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna come back. Let me just see if I can get to the car. If I don't come back, try to find me another Mountie, okay? Maybe Thul's out there. Maybe he's
we're
at the
gonna
car.
put a singles ad. I think Mounties wanted.
Yeah,
Mounter seeking Mountie.
If only our radio manager gave me a budget for actual security. Yeah, Neil. That son of a bitch.
Well, all right, Red. We're rooting for you. It's looking a little dismal, but we know you can get out of it.
That's right. Right on the road. I'll be back to you.
Good luck, Red.
Cool. Bye.
Well, Joe.
Sorry, that rock was delivered to me with explicit instructions that I throw it into the window of a middle-aged man fitting your description and answering to the name of Deez at this exact location at this exact time.
I saw and think These Hands is the best satirical comedy that I have ever seen. Signed, yours truly. For the stronger we are, houses do build, the less chance we have of being killed. Catch these hands, catch these hands, catch these hands. P.S. If I do not hear this read on the radio, I will do something nasty, which you know I'm capable of doing. Me 0, Jimothy Johansson also 0. I do something nasty like what? Run the same joke into the ground over and over and over?
It's probably time you leave.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and skedaddle. I'm pretty good at laying low.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
Out on the lam, like the good old days, hiding from the man.
Just sleeping in garbage. You'll be all fine.
You think you can handle the show without me?
I can handle it. I did it before. I could do it again. Stay safe out there, Joe.
Broadcasting 1,000,000 watts of zombie busting power. Brains 98.6 KZ. Zombie Zhead Radio, the mega station.
So I find it interesting and perhaps even a little suspect that my next caller is a serpent wrangler all the way from Ontario, Canada. Randy, how's it going up there?
Well, pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet you. And, well, frankly, it's not too bad, really. I mean, weather's starting to warm up a little bit, so it seems as though the zombies are getting a little bit faster out there. But other than that, not too bad. Not too bad.
Now, does the warm weather also bring the rattlesnakes? I just never heard of rattlesnakes in Canada.
Never heard of rattlesnakes in Canada. Well, you obviously are not familiar with the Cistrus catinatus, aka the Massasauga rattlesnake.
Massasauga?
Yes, it is native to the Massasauga lands and native to Ontario. Now, the Massasauga rattlesnake is perhaps the deadliest rattlesnake I have ever encountered. In fact, it's the only rattlesnake I have ever encountered.
How did you even get into rattlesnakes way up there in Canada?
Well, you know, it was a tough profession to get into. There's not much of a calling for it up here, and I was a self-taught rattlesnake wrangler, and many folks told me time and time again to head down to animal control, and I said, those folks at animal control don't know a thing about rattlesnakes.
So how does one become a self-taught? If I want to teach myself the art of rattlesnake wrangling, how do I even start? Do you give classes, or what are your pointers?
The thing is, you got to be ready to take some bites. That's rule number one. It's a lot of a learning curve.
Yeah.
And, frankly, you just sort of go in there and try a couple things until you've successfully wrangled a rattlesnake. Now, once you've done that, you can start to craft a bit of a method. And
so what is your method?
Well, I'm glad you asked. It's quite the simple method. Well, I strip down to my underbritches, get myself nice and oiled up, and then I get in there in sort of Greco-Roman wrestling style, just sort of try to take down that rattler as quick as possible.
I would think you'd want clothing on, but I mean, if the method works, I'm not going to question it.
You see, that where you be wrong. You see, a rattlesnake wants you to be in clothing. A rattlesnake sees a person in clothing and thinks that's a prey right there, because it knows it can go in and out of that clothing. And you're going to be spending so much time trying to find that rattlesnake, you're not going to be able to know what to do. But when you're nice and oiled up and as slick as the day can be, then, well, that rattlesnake's just going to be slipping off you left and right. It's not going to know what to do.
Now, I would think rattlesnake wrangling probably translates to keeping yourself alive in the zombie apocalypse. What have you been, kind of using from your repertoire to keep Canada safe?
Well, when the outbreak occurred, I was kind of in a perfect situation, sitting on an entire den of rattlesnakes.
Pretty
and I was
protective.
quickly, exactly. The first couple people I met, I was quickly able to convince them that these suitcases full of rattlesnakes is something you want on your side during a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
So.
Will a rattlesnake bite a zombie?
Well, I figured out quite quickly it will not.
So what's next for you? What is on the horizon for Randy?
Well, I'm thinking now that I'm on my own, now that the weather's getting warm, I'm going to have to start getting ready to deal with some zombies. And, well, frankly, I still haven't crafted my method for them yet, The issue is, when I was practicing my method with rattlesnakes, I was willing to take a couple bites here and there. I don't know if taking a couple bites is the best idea. I think I want to have my plan ready before I go in there.
I agree. So where do you think your plan is lacking right now?
Well, I think the lacking in my plan was I kept thinking of zombies as zombies.
But
recently, I just started changing my mindset and thinking, what is a zombie if not an oversized rattlesnake with arms, legs, teeth, nails, and some slight differences, but essentially just an oversized rattlesnake? So what I was thinking was I would try my rattlesnake method on a zombie. So I've oiled myself up, stripped down to my britches, and frankly, I'm waiting for the next zombie to come in here looking for a fight.
So you're ready for this.
Oh yeah, 100%. Ain't no zombies getting through old Randy.
I feel like you've got a pretty good method, and I heard that there's quite the horde coming your way. It kind of sounds like they might even be outside a little bit. It sounds like there's a little bit of noise going on there. Do you have a window nearby? Could you take a look?
Yeah. Whoa, where? Jesus, yeah. It seems as there's a couple here at the window. I guess I'm going to be testing my method earlier than I thought.
Oh, wow. Well, Randy, don't let me keep you. By all means, I'd love to hear the method in action.
Oh, well, you just sit back and listen and learn, because old Randy is about to get in there and, oh, Jesus! Oh, my God, it bit so quick. Oh, my God, the oil did nothing. The oil was useless. Oh, my God, it hurt. Oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Oh, God. Oh, God, they're biting. They're biting me. Oh, God, this is not working at all. Oh, my God, I thought they would try to constrict like a rattler. Oh, they're not like rattlers at all.
Oh, Randy, I'm so sorry. Randy,
somebody, please take care of my den of snakes, but I'm gone.
We'll find your snakes, Randy. This one's for you.
Where did it go? Where's the real now? Where did it go? Where's the yo? I don't know. Hey. 별것 없는 삶에도 후줄근한 자기도 무게란 게 있기 마련이야. 어제와 같대도 이 땅에 두 다리 뻗고 살고 있으니 잡아당겨지는 것에 익숙해지고 있는 지금 뭘 원해. 사람들 원하는 건 컴팩 필요치 않다 생각되면 바로 도려내. And what's next? 비좁은 칸에 우겨넣은 몸 Hold back, you ain't gotta push yourself no more. 문장을 다듬었지 마무되기 전까지 소갈맹이뿐인 것은 볼품없어. 마치 투박한 말과 소리에 모두가 움직일 때 진짜만을 찾던 이들이 고개를 돌리네. Look around, who got the rhythm here. 어리숙한 아이들 아직은 흉내를 내. 하지만 괜찮아 일반적인 과정이니까 거들은 피우진 않아. 모나도 같은 입장이라고. Where the real now? Where did it go? Yeah. Where's the real now? Where did it go? Yeah. Where's the real now? Where did it go? Yeah. To all the real ill sickers in the world. Yeah. Where's the real now? Where did it go? Yeah. Where's the real now? Where did it go? Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. To all the real ill sickers in the world. 내 별것 없는 삶에도 후줄근한 나에게도 무게란 게 있기 마련이야. 조금 가볍대도 내 몸은 엘리베이터 없이 걸어 올라가. 이것 때문에 성장이 더딘 건지도 몰라. 난 다 아는 소리 내기 싫고 만들기도 싫어. 덕분에 많이 갖다 버렸지. 0과 1로 이루어진 내 비트들과 가사 지금에서 생각하면 꽤나 가슴 아파. But 어찌할 수 없는 과정 앞으로도 얻을 것보단 버릴 게 많을 수도 있어. 양보다는 질보다는 의미보다는 what I don't see it. 외투 간단히 걸치고 한 바퀴 돌아보다 꽤나 거친 날씨 때문에 돌아오며 생각을 정리하네. 꽤 많은 것들이 내 안에 I always knew but just hard to dig them out man. Yeah. 내 0과 1로 이루어진 legacies. 내 0과 1로 이루어진 legacies. Man rest in peace. Rest in peace. Yeah. Say rest in peace to my beats y'all.
Oh, Joe, you're back.
That was the song Randy the Rattler Handler died to. Groovy South Korean beat maker and lyricist Easymind. Follow Easymind on Instagram and SoundCloud. And as always, check Easymind out on their Bandcamp at easymind3.bandcamp.com. Make sure to download their latest album, Amateurism, there and send them your support.
I've got Red.
Red, what's going on?
Fill us in.
Hey, it's Red. I'm back. Get excited, okay? So, good news is
you're alive.
I got good news. All right.
Well, you're
so,
alive. That's first.
I tell you why. After blowing up the poppy field, I made a quick dash to Camo. I told you I was looking for my Canadian Mountie. What I did is I got smart. All right.
Okay.
What's the best way to get a Canadian Mountie to come back? The Coleman Grill. They cook up that backstrap bacon again for him and make some flapjacks and get out the maple syrup. He came back just like a bloodhound.
Phil's back.
Say hi, Phil. How's the flapjacks?
Delicious. Holy jeez, I gorged.
Oh, Phil, I'm so glad you're back.
Yes, Phil.
I got a little distracted, I thought I smelled some female bacon that those guys was cooking up, but it was a sorrowful mistake on my party.
I figured you found a case of Blue Moon or something.
Oh, the Labatt Blue. Yeah.
The Labatt Blue, yeah.
Yeah, you guys got that down here, but it's not a high enough percentage for us, Kind of watered down.
24-pack.
Yeah, that is not unusual, actually. Okay, those Canadians, they're definitely worried about dehydration up there. I noticed.
It is thirsty work.
So you guys made it. You're safe for out of the poppies.
I'm so happy you're back.
Well, here's the good news. Phil is a lizard, okay? I did figure that out, but he had his tongue clipped. So that's going to work out for us.
Good.
Honestly, the dead giveaway I was talking about earlier, he was definitely molting. He was quite embarrassed when I said, dude, do you know you're shedding?
But you didn't even know it.
Yeah, I didn't even know it. It's funny. It's just funny how things work out.
People are so much more polite and not less trying to take over the world. So I think you got yourself a good match.
Oh, well, I'm happy for you two. What about the Susan and the serial killer? So it was a trap.
So the serial killer, honestly, as soon as I took out the poppy field, I lost the signal. So that's good news for me.
Mm-hmm.
But we still don't know where Susan is.
Yeah, that is
All right.
bad news.
The issue is that the quest now is where is Susan?
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, this is Special Agent Charles B. Anderson with the FBI.
Why do I know that name?
Are you the two citizens who have been speaking with one Red on the Road and one Susan Gunderson?
Yes, that's us.
Well then, allow me to fill you in. Mrs. Gunderson is safe. We found her in a basement well, inside an intricate cave system underneath a remote cabin in the middle of the Virginia mountains.
In a basement well? How?
I used my special night vision goggles, and when I felt something brush against my hair, well, I knew where to shoot.
I think you messed up a couple of things there, but I follow.
Look, sir, the FBI does not make mistakes. And with that being said, Mrs. Gunderson is now safe and sound. I have to say, though, she looks very familiar, but I can't seem to put my finger on why. Anyway, we've neutralized the alleged serial killer.
Really? How? What happened?
Simply put, we reanimated the dead taxidermied corpses he was storing inside, then set the cabin on fire. It's standard Langley protocol for hostage situations. Eliminate the threat, which we did.
Man, really? I wish we had a recording of that.
No worries, son. I'll play you the audio from my body cam.
You do that for us?
Sure, why not? It'll keep me busy so I don't have to help the team clean up these charred remains. Really, you'd be doing me a favor. Anyway, here goes.
Now, while I am an avid hunter, we all are humans, and humans make mistakes. One night I was drinking some homemade moonshine, listening to some death metal on my big Bluetooth speaker. I went outside onto my porch and smoked some Newport cigarettes, enjoying the moment. It was a pitch black night, with no insect noises and a full moon radiating big and bright in the sky. After observing this, I went back inside to sit down on my couch to pour up another glass of moonshine, closing and locking the door behind me. I was so drunk, I couldn't even get myself up off the couch. I was so wasted. Since I couldn't get myself to get up to go outside to smoke a few more cigarettes, I said fuck it, and lit one up sitting down stuck on the couch. I took a big swig of moonshine and accidentally spilled a good amount on my shirt. Son of a bitch, I said in a drunken, irritated voice to calm myself down from this spilling incident. I took a big drag off my Newport, but the cigarette fell out of my mouth and right onto my shirt, catching it on fire instantly. I tried swatting out the fire with my hands. The fire spread rapidly, catching all of my clothing on fire. While trying to put out the fire with my hands, I accidentally knocked over the moonshine onto my lap, spilling on my lap and on the couch. This spread the fire onto the couch and an even bigger flame on my crotch. I felt the fire begin to burn my flesh, melting my boiling flesh onto the couch. I screamed in agony and pain. Everything started to go black, and the smoke began to fill the entire cabin like a damn bong machine. Squinting my eyes, I saw figures coming from the end of the cabin, my taxidermied human friends. This was the first time I've seen them move with their misshapen human taxidermied and well-done taxidermied deer heads. They walked towards me with their dead-eyed stares, their mouths hanging open with the stitches visibly come loose. They closed in on me, tearing away at my flesh, and pulling parts off my burning body melted into the couch. It was agonizing. Before everything went completely black, one of my human taxidermied friends with the deer head shoved its sharp antlers into my eyes.
But the audio gives the impression that the killer accidentally set himself on fire.
Ma'am, the man was a criminal. A self-centered, unoriginal criminal. And criminals lie.
Also, how did he narrate his own death?
I'm glad you bring that fact up, ma'am. We found a suicide note. It's extremely nonsensical, but I'd still like to read it on the air. It was his last request.
You give serial killers last request.
Dear Regina and Joe, the boy one, it is I, Jimothy Johansson, also known as
Redacted.
Also known as, wait for it, the Anarchy Killer. I must confess to you that I have become obsessed with your radio show, and I immediately wanted to be part of it, even if it meant just riding your coattails. It's so original and well beyond anything I could conceivably come up with on my own. So I escaped from prison and took over the life of a meaningless writer named
Redacted.
who never did anything useful and whom no one would miss. Yes, I got the idea from the talented Mr. Ripley, but that's besides the point. I was apprehended by the authorities the first time I called your program, and pretended to be eaten by zombies, as that seems to be your show's modus operandi. From there, I made up a series of fictional characters to stay close to you. My voice acting, I believe, is among the best in the world, so undoubtedly you never were able to determine that I was the regular caller who interrupted your Dr. Ricci segments, as well as the Boston guy.
Damn it!
And perhaps even others. Indeed, I am treacherous.
Treacherous indeed.
Mwah ha 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 ha. But after I revealed my true identity to you as the Anarchy Killer, and my demands for my cut from your show's revenue were refused, I vowed to kill you both, and also give you 1 star on Spotify, because I am so devious. But mostly, I wanted to kill the one they called Deez. It was this wrath that gave me the courage to devise this ingenious plot and kidnap Susan Gunderson. I intend to hold her for ransom until my cut is paid in full, which in my brilliant mind I have calculated, and comes out to a life-changing 13 cents. By now you have realized...
You know what? This is taking way too long. This guy doesn't know when to stop. His letter is almost as bad as that terrible movie, These Hands.
Oh.
Anyway, he's dead now.
Thank you, Agent Anderson.
Thanks, Vanderson.
Wait a minute. What did you call me?
Your name, Vanderson?
Wait, are you the Deez in this letter?
I guess so.
Joe Deez?
You know, I'm not sure that has anything to do with the killing of a maniacal serial killer, if I may.
Have you traveled or spent time in Jamaica? Do you often jaywalk?
Hey, well, thanks for everything you do, Agent Vanderson. Good luck cleaning up those remains, and take care now.
I lived my life as a hunter, but died as prey.
Lying down in your bed, wishing you and I had never met. Only time that we're fine is when you and I are having sex. Every time I speak my mind, you take all my words as disrespect. Every word that you say instantly fills me with regret. You fill me up with regret. I don't wanna stay here and watch you cry. Maybe we should just be alone tonight. Guess I'm never good enough, I swear I'll try. Maybe you and I just run out of time. In the kitchen making eggs, trying to forget the things you said. Still in the other room on my phone, looking through my texts. You come out, start to shout out some shit you probably misread. Every word that you say instantly fills me with regret. You fill me up with regret. I don't wanna stay here and watch you cry. Maybe we should just be alone tonight. Guess I'm never good enough, I swear I'll try. Maybe you and I just run out of time. I don't wanna stay here and watch you cry. Maybe we should just be alone tonight. Guess I'm never good enough, I swear I'll try. Maybe you and I just run out of time.
Miami heavy metal band Blood Orchid with their single Out of Time Follow Blood Orchid and download Out of Time through their Bandcamp page, bloodorchidmusic.bandcamp.com. And Gina, well, that ties everything up quite nicely.
There's no strings there. There's no strings there.
Just another day at the We Live Zombie Carnival.
Just a neat little box of conclusion.
Guess we got out of this one by the skin of our teeth, eh?
The skin of our backs and torsos.
Jason, Zombie Zed Head Radio.